If you are into crypto, today is going to be an extremely important day. Matter of fact, it's going to be an historically important day because of things happening in the background. I will be sharing very important, critical crypto news pieces in this video. And so if you're a fan of crypto news or you enjoy making money in crypto, make sure you press that like button. Now, let us get into it. Because like I said, I've been following the news for so crazy long. And guys, I recommend you to watch this video all the way through because there's so much important stuff happening. From Binance blocking some things to the debt ceiling and things going on today. It's just wild. It will only take a couple of minutes of your time. Check this out. First of all, I've been watching CNN. I understand you're thinking, oh, what's going on right there? Why are you watching CNN like that? Well, because they've got some very interesting live coverage of all the events happening right now. One of the things, for example, is the negotiators continue moving closer to deal to raise debt ceiling while also capping spending, sources say. Everything in that part has to do with the fact that the deal with regards to the debt ceiling from the US is just critical, and things are moving fast, and things are moving fast today as we speak. Take a look at this. Breaking news. Biden-McCarthy debt ceiling deal to finalize today. PCE inflation rises to 4.7%. Massive. We've talked before about how it's not a matter of the money coming in, it's a matter of the amount of money coming out. That's the problem with the debt and the debt ceiling, obviously. But I was on the plane yesterday, and one of the things the guys told me, the guy on the plane, was they revoked the decision a couple of minutes probably before it actually goes through. So regardless of what is discussed, it's about when it actually gets into place, the deal, and then probably they will actually revoke it. So it's going to be probably a matter of buy the news, rumor news, and sell the actual decision the moment that it goes into place. Then again, it also depends a little bit on what their decision is going to be. Are they going to put it even higher? And how much are they going to cap spending at? And all this we will see very shortly. On the opposite side, or well, it's kind of on the same ballpark a little bit. Boom! Another Federal Reserve rate hike in the next two FOMC meetings has become the market-based case. The odds of two more hikes have increased to 28%. The Fed is destined to break something, or has already done so, hence the actual rate hike won't come. And so what this is referring to is the expectation from the market with how many rate hikes are going to happen, or rather, what the interest rate percentage is going to be at over time. And what we know for almost certain is that they're not going to be cutting it for the next couple of months. But how much they're going to be increasing it by, that remains a mystery. Anyway, like I already told you guys in my trading video for today, which I recommend you guys to check out if you didn't yet, it's a video from, like just now, talking about the make or break it moment for Bitcoin, as that's what's happening right now. We are bouncing off the 200 weekly moving average for Bitcoin, and that's going to determine where most of all this goes. It all depends on what's happening to Bitcoin next. And also, guys, if you're looking for a platform to trade, make sure you check out the link down below right there for Bybit. It's just the exchange that I use, and by using that link, you can get up to $30,000 worth of rewards and bonuses, which is definitely worth a little eye. So check it out. A link for that is down below. Anyway, like I was saying, guys, and pay close attention to this. New York City freezes deposits at Capital One and KeyBank. Now, some readers came out to say, well, actually, New York City decided to stop doing business with Capital One and KeyBank due to failure to submit plans. The city only stopped its own business. The banks continue to operate as normal for all customers. Customers' deposits are not frozen. But then at the same time, Watcher Guru came out to say, New York City freezes deposits at Capital One Bank. New York City votes to freeze deposits at Capital One Bank and KeyBank. Apparently, it has a little bit to do with their policy, like exactly their non-discrimination in hiring, promotion and delivery of banking services, and for bank closings in order to comply with designation requirements. 5 banks, including KeyBank and Capital One, failed to do so, hence the freeze. So it's a little bit confusing, but one of the most interesting pieces I saw was actually this from the chairman. So all these major regulators, all these guys like Warren Buffett saying, crypto's a scam. Keep your money in banks. But then, kind of seems that banks are a scam, and that's why I keep telling you guys, I don't trust banks. That does not mean that utilizing a bank is not the best option for a whole bunch of people. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if I had let's put $5 million in cash right now, and I'd have to think, okay, what's the safest place to put it at? Actually, let me know down below. If you had $5 million in cash sitting in your hands right now, what will be the safest place to put it at? And cash is not an option because the value is just going to continue to go down massively, which I guess makes banks on that same field. As you get no interest rate anymore, you're just being royally screwed from every single department. They make money on you. Don't get it twisted. They make money, but you won't. Which leads me to think crypto, gold, things akin to that are really your best options, because of the bank, if they ever decide to, they can always be like, you know what? You're not taking your money out today, which is like, excuse me? Well, what are you going to do about it? If they say no, yeah, you're just royally screwed. There's nothing you can do. And I should also quickly explain that all my theories don't fully include crypto exchanges, but because they always have something to do with banks as well. Take a look at this. Fellow Binanceans. And again, before I dive into that, make sure you press that like button. But I'm saying, fellow Binanceans, we regret to inform you that, well, basically, Australian dollar and just anything to do with Australian banks and getting your money in and out of crypto has just become a massive chore. Now, one thing that they do like to kind of update is making sure you can do your taxes properly. Binance Australia has a new tax reporting tool, but they've taken off a lot of these Australian dollar pairs. And again, you can actually continue withdrawal for just a couple more days, after which things are getting awful in the Australian dollar. They said, we are working hard to find an alternative provider to continue offering Australian dollar deposits and withdrawals, but yeah, no. If you have your money on there, it's still safe, sure, but you just can't take it out or put it back in from an Australian bank to crypto or crypto to an Australian bank. It's just been a massively strange year for crypto, right? It's weird. One of the things that was also interesting is guys behind DCG, Digital Currency Group, who are, I believe, behind, Grayscale, Genesis, CoinDesk, Foundry, Luno, and TradeBlock. Apparently, they're closing down TradeBlock as DCG suffered a loss of more than $1 billion last year. And to also keep you guys happy that our XRP supporters, take a look at this article. From Ripple and XRP to Filecoin, the SEC is simply pissing Matt off. I think that was pretty funny. There's no chance that the SEC is genuinely interested in helping any crypto company, quote, come into compliance, end quote. Their real goal is just control. And that has to do with a lot of their most recent claims that the SEC has been making, one of which is against Algorand, which is funny because Gary Gensler used to pretty much encourage people to look into Algorand, and for them to then make a 180 like that is just strange. And obviously the same thing goes for Coinbase's cry for proper rules and for a sit down to just talk about exactly what is and what isn't allowed in crypto, but the SEC refuses to do so. And you know what, this makes me so angry. The fact that they literally are saying in your face, we're doing this for you. We at the SEC, we're helping you out. We are here for you. But then at the back, like they're stabbing you in the back. It's just wild. I'm not sure how this is not completely illegal, why these guys are not taken to jail, because it is literally lying. And I think the same thing applies for him when he went under oath, in front of Congress, in front of everywhere. The guy's lying, it seems, right? From every single detail we've gathered over the last couple of years, it seems they do not want to protect investors because that doesn't make sense. If you wanted to, you'd get proper rules out there that anybody could understand. They do not want to make proper rules, otherwise they would have done that. They say, we invite you with open arms, come talk to us. But they don't want to do that. And for some reason, it seems they want to screw up the United States by letting all these companies move abroad. Again, I showed you guys a little video yesterday that covered Brad Garlinghouse, in which he basically also explained they've been hiring for the most part abroad from the US because, well, that just makes sense. At the end of the day, guys, I do not think the SEC, whatever they try, can take XRP down. Wall Street Bull says, breaking news in the crypto world, it's XRP taking center stage. being adopted as the bridge currency by BRICS Plus, and an alternative and an impressive 145 countries worldwide. Neither Bitcoin nor Ethereum, but XRP, heralds this new era of international finance. And even though apparently this was not his research, he puts a little PDF on the bottom here from a little while ago. But the idea here is, and a lot of people are saying this, it will all come together. Just wait for the clarity. Again, it's not a new piece, but the idea is quite clear. Just the amount of things will change as crypto, specifically XRP, but specifically, or more broadly, crypto, get the proper clarity to act and operate. All I can say is I'm very much excited, and I'm looking out for it every single day, and I'll keep you guys up to date about this too. So like I said before, make sure you press this like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto update tomorrow.